Hey, is this Ryan Lalona Fixo?
Uh, yes. Who is this?
I got quick. It's Mix. I got quick question. I don't want to use a bunch of their time. Do you have 30 seconds?
Yeah, I got about 30 seconds.
Out of curiosity, how many clients get declined due to your credit per month?
Um, maybe like two or three.
Okay, two or three.
All right, everybody. All right, so we've already been talking. Um, this is Mitchell again. You guys saw him in the other video where we were running through an ad. But now I got my, I don't think I had my hat the last time we called. I can't remember. No, I had my systems
You
hat on.
done.
Or maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember. But we making cold calls today. So we're going to make cold calls great again. So this is what we're doing. Mitchell is a real estate agent, but he's also the owner of credit repair company, which we talked about in the last video. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be cold calling mortgage loan officers because they have the clients that he needs. So we've been crafting his approach and his offer, and we're going to test it live. Like this is all coming off the top of my head. So I can't remember. I had a credit repair company before it was popular. So I can't remember the last time I talked to somebody about credit repair, but we about to see how this gonna work out. So I got a list of not realtors. I got a list of loan officers from Mitchell. I'm using MMI. And to get that list. But let me do this really quick because I want to make sure that they'll be able to hear me and then also hear the caller on the other end when they pick up. So what I'm going to do really quick, Mitchell, is I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you from, and then we're making the calls from Go High Level. Let me make sure I call you, and then you just let me know if you can hear me. It's the 810 number, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Is it clear?
Hello, hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello, hello.
Yes. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. All right. Here. That doesn't have a phone number. All right, so got the number. Let's make sure. Got his production value here and the company name. Perfect. All right, so this first person is Joseph. You about to call Joseph, see what he's talking about. We put on my fake personality, and then and then let's give him a call and see what we can get. Take my deep breath. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, Joseph. Good old Joseph.
Five 1 7 8 9 6 3 6 6 3 is not available.
All right. So he didn't pick up the phone. And you're gonna run into that too when you're making these calls. You're gonna run into people that just not gonna pick up the phone. As a loan officer, that's the last thing I want to do is not pick up the phone because you never know who calling
Yeah.
you. David, we thought about 14 months.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right, let's go on to the next one. This is Travis. He's with Rocket. Look at all these people with Rocket. I hope it's not the call center.
Hello, you have reached Travis Harper. Thank you for calling.
On to the next one. All right, this is next door lending.
Hello, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris. This is Ryan. I was actually giving you a quick call from Melvin Credit Solutions. I promise you, I'm not selling you anything. I just had a quick question. If you had about 20 seconds.
I wouldn't mind taking this call, but I got 3 contracts right now, and I got some at the house. I really don't have time. You can try calling me back tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. I'll give you a call back tomorrow. I'll put it in my notes for you.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you.
I'll see. Bye. All right, and I'll actually put a note in here. Still give him a call back tomorrow. And like he's actually doing, he's actually doing actual business. So that he probably does actually have a point, contracts.
Yeah. I will say, since I haven't played around with it too much, it's automatic call recordings on, or is that automatic?
You gotta make sure it's turned on.
Okay.
I can show you after it's in the, or hey, since I'm on here, it's in the settings. I just can't remember exactly where it is in the settings to make sure the call recordings. It's probably gonna be in settings and then phone. You have to make sure that's turned on.
Okay. I'll find it real quick, and then could that be a part of the video? If you could show me, like, okay, make sure hacks to folks turn on auto recording or
Yeah, I could do that. Call.
What I really want to do is I'll be doing it next weekend, hooking up with OpenClaw, so I can just text it like if in person or anything, I could just text it like, hey, create a contact with looks on it. I just love that little AI things to make it faster, like an assistant.
Oh yeah, and that'll be a good video too. That you can actually, hey, this is how locked in my system is. If I'm out and I'm about and I'm busy, but I need my system to do something, all I got to do is send it a simple text, and my system takes care of it for you and my clients.
Ooh, okay. To turn on call recording,
it's
like simple as going in settings, going down to phone system. And then I would just do this with all of the phone numbers, but for the phone number you want to turn on call recording, just click the 3 dots, edit config, turn on call recording, turn off call recording messages, and just click save. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's it.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Ali Saad from Independent Bank. Please text me for an immediate response. Thank you, and have a
All right. So, yep, there we go. See the call recording, a little short call recording anyway.
Okay.
But as you can see, a lot of these loan officers don't pick up the phone. So if you're a loan officer, just by picking up your phone, you're gonna be ahead of the pack.
Hello, this is Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, this is Ryan from Melvin Credit Solutions. I promise you, I'm not selling anything. I just had a quick question if you had about 30 seconds.
I do, yeah.
Perfect. Well, first I want to say I appreciate you for giving me the 30 seconds. I was just reaching out. We are a credit repair company, which you probably already knew, here in Michigan, and we're looking for some new partners. How many, if you don't mind me asking, how many, declined clients do you get in about a month out of your applications, if any?
Yeah, we get probably 4 or 5, but I mean, a lot of times we just do like limited credit repair ourselves, just kind of giving them some advice and point them in the right direction, that kind of thing.
Okay, perfect. Do you guys have anything in place that does like the follow up, like when you get that credit repair, like, is it a strong nurture, or is, hey, here's a game plan, here's what you do, and then you guys kind of just leave them to their own devices?
Yeah, I usually just have a follow-up system. Like all of our loan officers have different ways they do it, but usually just a follow-up system in my regular sales follow-up, that type of thing. So
Okay.
just reach out every couple of weeks or once a month, depending on where they're at.
Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you. Surprisingly, you guys are, I talk to a lot of loan officers across the country, but we're here based in Michigan. You guys are more advanced than probably 99% of the others.
Yeah, we have a lot. We're in a small blue collar area. We're up near Port Huron. I don't know where you're at, but so it's kind of like there's a lot of like small blue collar stuff up here. So sometimes our economy's not like super robust like it would be in a more area in a bigger area where there might be more higher paying jobs.
Makes sense.
So
well, the
yeah.
reason why I was calling, like I said, we're looking for new partners, but what kind of sets us apart is, we will actually do a lot of that heavy lifting for you. So our goal is strong follow-up, not to the point where we're harassing, of course, but because we run across so many loan officers that say, hey, just fix your credit, reach back out to me, and they may send an email or two. They find out that a year later, 6 months later, they seeing another loan officer on Facebook just close their deal. So we kind of took that to heart, and from seeing that, we built out our own intensive 12 to 24 month follow up. But not only that, we also jump on the phones, because a lot of times with these clients, like if they can't qualify, they some of it is embarrassment, and some of it is a little bit of discipline. So we make sure that we stay on top of them. And then the other thing too is we co-brand everything. So forever they're linked to you. So
gotcha.
You have your own.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
You have your own portal. You can log in. We follow up with you on top of following up with them. And then if they do respond back to a correspondent, we send you out notification too. Say, hey, such and such
gotcha.
Just send us this. You may want to jump on the phone. So yeah, that's all. We were just, letting you know that we exist. that we exist.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you calling. I mean, I like to do most of it myself because a lot of times our business is referral from real estate agents or maybe financial planners, whatever. So a lot of times we just kind of do it that way. We can keep it all in that group of 3 or 4 people, wherever the referral source comes from. But I appreciate you calling.
Yeah. So like I said, I just wanted to let you know that we exist. Do you think if you had a strong strategic partner like that, that'll be something that would benefit your business? Because I know you're doing pretty good, yourself.
No, not. I mean, I'll be honest with you. No, I mean, I like what you guys are doing, but I mean, we kind of have a system and it works, and we have a pretty good pull-through rate on it. So I would want to just keep it the same, Just being honest.
Oh no, and I appreciate that. Well, like I said, if you ever come into a scenario, because like I said, I saw that you do pretty good, you do really good. We have access to like production and stuff like that, so that's one of the reasons why we reached out.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I appreciate you I appreciate 2 things. I appreciate you being honest, and I appreciate the extra work that you do that your competition is not.
Well, that's good. I appreciate hearing that.
But like I said, if anything changes or you guys run into a situation where you say, hey, this might be a little bit outside of our wheelhouse, feel free to reach out. I'll shoot you an email with our contact information. And even if you just have a quick question, hey, Ryan, we do credit. We're helping this client. This isn't working. Just reach out, man. We're always here.
Okay. Well, do you have my email address? Because if you can email me that information, I'll shoot it over to a couple of the guys in my office. I don't know how much. It might be something that they would be interested in. I'm not really sure, but if it can help make them some money and it works, who knows? Maybe it'll be a fit for both of you guys.
The email address,
I'll give you my email.
pulled up
go ahead.
from, we use MMI, is
Yeah.
austin.hewlett@yahoo.com.
No, nope. Actually, Austin's my son. That's funny.
Oh, that's
I'm
weird.
Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I get mixed up with him. That's weird. But no, it's Aaron. Well, I'll wait till you're ready.
Okay, Aaron, just like your name, so Aaron.
Yeah. It's Aaron.Hewlett
Hewlett.
at supremelending.com. Yeah, I think you got a different email because those databases just randomly pull. It just tries to find something, you know what I mean? It tries to find something similar.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll update you because it was pulling up for Everett, supremelending.com.
Oh, that's the same company, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's our company, yeah. That's Everett is the parent company to Supreme Lending.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll shoot that over to you. I heard your phone ringing, so I'm gonna let you get back to making that money.
Okay, Ryan. All right, good talking to you. Take care.
You too. Be safe, man. Bye.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right. So, could you hear everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, and you're gonna run into that too. But that's still, he was, even though he said he has his, stuff in place already, which you'll run into that. Because like I said, when I was producing heavy, I already had my follow-up and everything locked in. So if someone called me with that, I would say the same thing. But he was, because of how well the phone call went, he was willing to say, hey, well, I know some other people in my office that, may not. So that's something I would definitely follow up on with that email, maybe even send them like a text message. When you finish the site, I would jump on and say, hey, here's my site. I sent you an email. Here's my site. Here's some other stuff. If anyone else in the office could benefit from, what I got going on, feel free to forward them my information. Let's see. So I'm gonna put notes in here, and I'm gonna put a task for the follow-up through email, the email with more information. And then actually, he brought up another good point too. He brought up another good point as well. He's in a smaller blue collar area. So to be honest, the majority of because that's a lot. He's doing a lot of applications, but he's getting 5 to 6 declines a month. So that's a lot of potential business for yourself or any credit repair company. So that might be a good target, targeting those outer banks, outer areas, really white collar, blue collar areas there in the Michigan area. Let's see. Let me set this task really quick. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna add them on Facebook or LinkedIn, anything I can find them on. Maybe even like send even like a note card or postcard to them, or just literally anything to make it so they see my name. Do you think? Yeah, I think of a few things.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. Anyone that you actually have a conversation with, follow them all on the socials. Start commenting and liking and all that stuff. Anyone that because that's stuff that doesn't take very long to do. All right, you ready to trial by fire?
Oh, I guess so.
Once you get the first one out of the way, it's good. You'll be good. Hold on, let me make sure I save it. All right, so I stopped off at Aaron. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get you to share your screen again. You got to make sure that you share the Go High. You got to make sure you share the Go High Level screen.
I'll just do the entire screen.
Yeah.
That's about.
Because they won't be able to hear.
And did you make a smart list for the input?
Say that one more time.
Did you make a smart list?
Yeah. It
Okay.
is. The smart list is called MLO contacts.
Hello, this is Sam.
Hey, Hussein. It looks like Hussein, the loan officer, correct?
Who?
Looks like Hussein, the loan officer, correct?
Who is this? I'm sorry.
Oh,
You didn't say your name.
hi. Oh, I'm Mitchell with Melvin Credit Solutions. Do you have a quick 30 seconds?
I'm sorry, I don't, and I'm on the do not call list. So if you can take me off, I'd greatly appreciate it, brother.
All right, no problem.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
You too. All right, that did I worded that awfully.
No, and he's a business.
Why did she have do not
There's
call?
no call for business. That's your business phone. No such thing.
Yeah.
This is Kelly. May I help you?
Hey, Kelly. You're a loan officer, correct?
I'm sorry, who is this?
Oh, I'm Mitchell from Melvin Credit Solutions. Do you have a quick 30 seconds so I can just ask you a quick question?
Where are you calling from?
Melvin Credit Solutions.
I can't understand you.
From Melvin Credit Solutions, we are a credit repair company. We don't just
Oh,
do
no, thank you.
it. I will say I've had a problem in the past with, for some reason, making phone calls. My microphone would be awful. That's kind of why I asked you. For some reason, since I'm using a blue LED microphone, when I go back and forth, like move around, it'll adjust the volume, and then I'm just not understandable. So maybe I should. Let me try the headphones.
All right. So the only thing I would say is just slow it down a bit. So when you call and they pick up and you say, "Hey, is this Jen?" or whatever their name is, or they may pick up the phone, "Hey, this is Jen. Hey, Jen, just giving you a quick call. Quick question: are you still in the mortgage industry? Are you still doing mortgages?" Because you say that, they're going to think, "Oh, this might be a client."
Yeah.
Hey, I wasn't sure. Are you still doing mortgages? Just calm, collect, just be slow. Think I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm still in the mortgage industry. How can I help you?" Hey, I was just giving you a call. I'm Mitchell from Mortgage Credit Solutions. I promise you, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I was just trying to see if if I could help you with, getting a couple of extra pre-approved buyers, over the next couple of months.
Yeah.
They're gonna say no. Then they say, "Oh yeah, that what I mean, who wouldn't want a couple of extra pre-approved buyers?" And if they say no, I'm okay. I'll say, "Oh, so you don't want more business?" Like, just they say something stupid, just be like, "Okay, so you don't want it. You don't want any business. So you don't want any extra deals, over the next few months." And then they may turn around and realize what they said was stupid, and then and then you go into if they say, "Well, yeah, how can I help you?" Say, "Well, if you got about 30 seconds, I can break it down for you." Then you can go into the follow-up sequence. No, ask them before I do that really quick, because I want to make sure we can help each other, because we may not. And if not, we'll just part ways now. How many declined, people do you get each month? Because like the other dude, he knew that he wasn't going to work because he was locked in with his system, but he still answered the questions. He still stayed on the phone, and potentially got, if you follow up, you may be able to get. I don't know where he is compared to where you are in Michigan, but if you follow up, you may be able to get a deal or two from the other people. Because he's probably one of the top producers in that office, if not the top producer in that office. There's always one or two in the office. But yeah, just slow down, collect yourself. I would, instead of saying, "Is this Jen, the loan officer?" just say, "Hey, is this Jen?" If they answer the phone saying, "Hey, this is Jen," then you already know their name, so you're gonna ask if this is Jen. Say,
Yeah.
"Hey, Jen, I was just reaching out. I wasn't sure. Are you still in the mortgage industry?" Let them answer, and if they say, "Yeah, I am," "Oh, how can I help you?" "Okay, great. I'm actually Mitchell. From uh, before you hang up on me, I promise you, I'm not calling to sell you anything and pitch you anything. But I'm Mitchell from Marvin Credit Solutions. I just had a quick question. If you had about 30 seconds, just go on to that. Just slow it down, because I heard you, because you were anxious, because you haven't been on phone calls in long. I heard the anxiousness in your voice. You're thinking about what you're going to say, but you want to hurry up and get it out.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Just like if you're going to go walk up and talk to a woman that you find attractive out in public. Like, you can't just be like, oh. Slow it down. Let her breathe in with the words you're about to say. Slow it down. Make sure she hears you, understands you, and then let her respond. I'll try it that way. All right, let's rock. Let's rock out. Let's get you at least one good conversation. Let's take baby steps. Let's get a conversation first, then we can, and then maybe on the next go round we get some appointments. All right, I'm gonna let.
Just
just
take
breathe.
deep breaths.
Make sure you're sharing the go level. All right,
And
I'm gonna mute up.
okay.
I don't want to talk. So some days it's like that. It's just a grind. But this is the most direct way. Even though it's a grind, I'm not gonna lie to you, it sucks. But it's the most direct way to be like, hey, I wanna talk to this many people, or I wanna get this direct goal accomplished. It's the easiest way to do it. Like, you can run ads, and I'm a big proponent of running ads. I'd much rather just run ads and call those leads. But a lot of people aren't ready for that, or they might not have the budget for running an ad to get enough leads to convert. So if you don't have that, or a system to back it up, just jump on the phone. Especially in a business like this, and be honest, calling a loan officer is easier than calling a small or mid-sized business, where you got to try to get through receptionists and paralegals and stuff like that. That's real cold calling, because you got a gatekeeper that you got to get past to even get to the person to be able to that can make a decision. So it's easy. All you got to worry about is somebody telling you no. All right, tell me no. Like, good. You save me time. I'll move on to the next person. So I would just, to be honest with you, I would do this every day. Because I know you got other stuff in the works too. But even if you just do this for an hour, 2 hours a day, run through the calls, try to get at least 1 or 2 appointments a day. If you do a 2-hour power hour for 2 hours, 1 or 2 appointments a day. And then by that time you do that for 30 days straight, and you get 1 or 2 appointments a day, or 2 appointments a day, and you get 1 referral partner out of that, that's 30 people. And then only if half of them send you a deal a month, that's 15 deals a month. 15 clients a month, if not more. Because like that one guy that we talked to, he gets 5 declines a week. No, he said a month. 5 declines a month. So if you get 15 deals a month, that's that's a good amount, and then it compounds. So you 90 days in, what's that? 3 months. That's 45 deals. You already at almost $7,000 a month. So just be consistent. I would call every day. Unless you have something else that you already have in mind planned to do, call every day. Like when I talk to like loan officers or realtors that don't have any production or slow down on production, you ain't got nothing else to do but make calls. I don't know what you got going on, but I'm just saying you ain't got nothing else to do. You don't have nothing else to do but make calls. Because even if it's just 2 hours a day, your goal is to try to get at least one appointment a day, because it's an easy and it's a frictionless conversation, because you're not asking them to pull no money out.
Yeah.
You're not really asking them for anything. It's easily frictionless. Your goal is to get at least one appointment a day. That'll give you 30 people that you talk to, and half of them may not show up. So if you get at least 15 referral partners a month that's sending you at least a deal a month, a client a month, after 90 days, you'd be at $7,000 a month. Now, keeping the retention of the clients, it depends on how a 3-month client, 2-month client, a 6-month client, but yeah, it's a churn. It's churn and burn. You gotta keep going until you start running the ads, and then once you put all that stuff together, all the stuff will compound just like interest. But interest doesn't compound if you're not putting no money in the bank. So your calls and your activity are your money in the bank. That's it. All right. So we got one conversation today. Now, do we get an appointment? No, but again, it's baby steps. So Mitchell, he's going to continue to keep calling, keep hitting the phones. We're gonna follow up. We may jump back on the phones again. So I want to get a conversation, not just a conversation, because we had a conversation today. But I want to get an actual person say, yes, let's do the appointment. Show me what you got, and then we'll walk through that too. We'll do maybe even we'll record the appointment, and then you can block out all this stuff.
Yeah.
And take Mitchell through this whole journey, because you mind if I tell the backstory a little bit? Not going crazy, but so Mitchell, I met, like we all know from the first video where I met Mitchell, he was working with a whole nother agent, and they were doing credit repair together. Now Mitchell is doing this, he said, you know what, this is not a good fit. Now he's doing it all himself. He created his new business. So we are starting from zero. So we're going to so basically this is going to be the journey now, Mitchell. We're going from $0 to $10,000 a month. That's the journey. So $0 to $10,000 a month. So that's you charge $150 a month divided by 1, 2. We got to get you to 66 clients to get to a reoccurring revenue of $10,000 a month. That's 66. And then let's break down. I'm gonna do some quick ChatGPT math real quick, because that's gonna break us down. We need to break down how many calls you need to make every day, and we got to break down how many appointments you need, what your closing ratio needs to be on those appointments, and how many referrals they need to send you. All right, so it says assuming you do 2 hours of calls a day, and I don't use ChatGPT, I use Gemini. So I'm using that to help do the math and all that stuff for me, so I don't have to break my calculator out. So assuming you're doing 2 hours of calls a day, Monday through Friday, that's about 40 hours a month. That's 40 dials. So basically 40 dials in an hour. That's about $1,600 a month. Connection rate on the average is about 240 loan officers out of that 1,600 because it's 15%. Appointment rate is probably about 10%. So you'll book about 24 Zoom appointments. 75% of them, based on national averages, will show up. So that's 18 loan officers. 25% of them will get 4 or 5 loan officers to agree to be active referrals. So we might have to bump that up a little bit, or we have to update. You got to be stronger on the referral side. And I think this will be, because of the approach that we're taking, getting them to be a referral partner will be a little bit easier, because when they're coming on that Zoom appointment, because once they have agreed to do that, you're asking them to bring their past deals that didn't qualify. This probably isn't equating for that. So you have 24 appointments out of that month, and only if half of them, if 18 of them actually show up, they say it should be about a 75% show rate. Because like I said, it doesn't cost them anything. You should be able to get at least almost a little more than half of them, because you're telling them up front to bring their pipeline, because you're going to jump on the phone and call them. So let's say to become a beast. But again, I know this is long. I'm gonna have to edit a whole bunch of stuff in here and switch stuff around. But I want to thank you again. Like I said, we're on this journey with Mitchell. Journey changed a little bit because now he's doing it on his own. So on his journey to Mitchell. So now it's changed. We're trying to get him to $10,000 a month. So first thing we just need, the first goal is to get him his first referral partner. So that's what we're gonna work on, and then want to try to get him at least 4 or 5 before the end of May, which is next month, which is tomorrow, or today for me anyway. But other than that, this is Ryan, the Automation Boss. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, make sure I always forget to do this in the beginning. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. But other than that, another day, another video. Peace out.